bands I got is the Ensemble of the Bulgarian Republic, playing traditional Bulgarian music. I have another collection that's kind of like this. It's really nice, like kind of bagpipes and chanting. I haven't heard this particular one before, but I think it'll be good.
I'll do one. I got the recent Steve Gunn and Black Twig Pickers release.
It's riding for pleasure, wheels without a roof.
Steve Gunn is like a finger-picking guitar player in the vein of Robbie Basho, John Fahey, or Jack Rose, and I'm a huge fan of that style of guitar work.
So this one I'm really excited to buy. This is Lonnie Holley.
Looking for all to be rendered. Looking for all to come about for my soul.
I've been listening to this record a ton. He's been known as an outsider artist for a while. He makes these like really weird sculptures, and recently like put out some records of music. And the music is like, it's this cross between like blues or like soul kind of, and like weird minimal electronic like blues.
Raga vibes too.
Yeah, it's like, it's super spiritual, and he's like a really interesting character.
Greg, the drummer in Liturgy, picked this out. The guy's name is CASSETTE, and he's an Ethiopian jazz musician. I've never heard it. Greg is a huge fan, but I'm a big fan of Mulatu Eskeke and all the other guys from the Ethiopian jazz scene in the 70s.
This is Honegger, a composer I like a lot, kind of like early mid 20th century, like modernist. I've never heard this piece. It's called Judith. It's a biblical music drama. The plot seemed kind of cool. The ironic demand is that Judith must steel herself to do a man's work, while in order to accomplish this, she must show herself at her most womanly. Her faith is in Jehovah, but it is not the kind of faith which waits for miracles. Rather, she must act in order to stave off the massacre, rape, and enslavement of her city, hoping that this act is also God's will. Yeah, pretty serious.
In that vein, I got this John Taverner CD. He's a recently deceased British composer, part of the Holy Minimalism School. Extremely beautiful choral compositions.
Steve Halpern, sort of a new age OG, one of the first people to make like ambient music with good vibes.
Stephen Halpern is one of the pioneers of new age music.
The purpose is to bring an individual into a state of balance, into a state of well-being, and be very pleasurable, very listenable.
In Northern California, he writes a different kind of soul music.
This one I'm really stoked about. Lee Hazlewood, Trouble is a Lonesome Town.
Lord, I'd like to leave this town, but I guess I'll hang around.
Homerian epic concept album about a town called Trouble. Non-stop narrative juice, just the best. I think it might be my favorite record in the world.
This one's cool too. It's Berio. He's an kind of experimental classical composer. It's a really good piece, the Symphonia. It's kind of like choral, like ensemble. I buy a lot of classical vinyl because it's like super, super cheap because like no one wants it really. There's not a market for it.
I have this one too. Gene Clark was a member of the Byrds. He's my favorite Bird man. I was actually looking for Gene Clark's White Light, which is an incredible, incredible country album. But this one's pretty good too.
Thanks for talking with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.